welcome to the deep dive. Today we're stepping into some really unsettling territory.
Yeah, we're looking at these real-life incidents that they don't have easy answers, do they?
Not at all. They really linger. And these aren't just spooky stories. They're actual experiences people had that honestly make you question things.
Push the boundaries of what you thought was, well, normal.
Exactly. So our goal today is to unpack some of these accounts. We've gathered them from various places, and each one has this unique kind of chill.
Especially fitting for this time of year, maybe.
Right. We want to get into them, try to understand what makes them so disturbing, what happens when everyday life just veers off course into the inexplicable.
Looking for those fascinating little details that pop up when you face the unknown.
Okay, let's start with the first one. It begins with something super normal, trying to find a bargain online.
Right.
So picture this. It's October 1st, crisp fall day. And this person, the narrator, it's their first autumn living with their boyfriend, Carter, in a new place. And she wants to surprise him, decorate for fall, Halloween, get the place looking festive. She hits a few stores, finds some stuff, but then thinks, let's check Facebook Marketplace.
Always worth a look for deals.
Totally. So she types in fall decorations, and bam, this listing pops up. Big green plastic container. Looks like it's packed with stuff. And only $20.
That sounds like a great deal. Almost too good.
Well, maybe. The seller's name is just Cody. And his profile is duressed. Odd. Like really private. Barely anything on it. His profile picture, it's just a super close-up of a gray trucker hat. You can't see his face at all. The brim covers everything.
Okay, that's a little strange.
And the cover photo is just this blurry picture of a lake. And look at what else he's selling. A brand new iPhone for $700, some women's clothes, Christmas decorations, just totally random stuff.
That is a weird mix.
So she messages him. He replies instantly. Confirms he'll be home around 9 p.m. after work. She sends the address, and then he sends back a message that just, well, it immediately felt wrong to her. He said, when you get here, you can come right in.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that bypasses all the usual caution, doesn't it? Inviting a complete stranger right into your house like that, sight unseen, it's a huge red flag.
A massive one. She and her friend Sally, who she smartly brought along, both felt super uncomfortable immediately.
Good call bringing a friend.
Definitely. So they pull up to the address. It's in a neighborhood that's maybe not the best part of town. And there are no cars in the driveway. The house looks dark, just dim light sneaking through closed blinds.
It doesn't sound welcoming.
Not at all. She messages Cody, we're here, can you come to the front? They're both just watching the house, waiting. And then they both see it at the exact same time.
What?
In one of the windows, a blind just shifts, just a little bit, like someone peeked out. And then zip, it closes again, super fast.
Okay, creepy. Someone's definitely inside watching.
A moment later, the front door opens a crack, and Cody messages, I'm at the door, you can come in. So they walk up, cautiously. And he's only sticking like half his body out from behind the door frame, waving them in.
Just half of them.
Yeah. Sally whispers, we should go. But, maybe curiosity or feeling obligated. They go inside anyway. But they deliberately leave the front door wide open.
Smart move. Keep an escape route.
As soon as they step inside, they get hit with this smell.
Yeah.
Really strong. Like, that old person's house smell, that cottony scent?
Uh-huh. Musty.
Yeah, that, but mixed with something else, something really unpleasant. And then they hear footsteps, fast, heavy footsteps, moving away into another room.
Okay, that's not Cody at the door then.
Seems like it. Then Cody's voice calls out, it's over here, come here. And his voice, she described it as freakishly deep, intimidating.
This whole situation is just escalating levels of wrong.
Totally. She makes sure Sally is right beside her, and they go into the living room. It's dimly lit, depressing pinkish red carpet, really old furniture. And the smell in this room, oh man, it was putrid. She said it literally smelled like actual death.
Oh God, that's visceral.
Right. And there, in the middle of the room, is a container. But it's a red container with a green lid, and Cody's standing over it. First time they get a clear look at him, and he just looks like someone you do not want to mess with.
And it's the wrong container.
Completely wrong. Different color, different shape from the Facebook ad. She looks at it, looks at him and says, can you open it? She wants him to open it.
Good. Don't touch anything.
And his response, he just says, well, you're no fun.
Wow. Okay, that's chilling. That flips the script, makes them seem like the problem.
Exactly. that comment, plus the smell just getting worse.
Yeah.
They're already backing up towards the front door without even thinking about it. Then Cody lifts the lid off the container. They just get blasted with another wave of that putrid smell. Even worse. That was it. Absolute breaking point. They just turned around and ran. Didn't look back, just booked it straight to the car.
I don't blame them one bit. That flight response kicks in hard when your senses are screaming danger like that. The smell, the wrong container, his comment, it's all wrong.
They never saw what was inside, but they knew, absolutely knew, it wasn't decorations. Later, she tells Carter, her boyfriend, the whole story. And he actually goes by the address later on.
Oh, really? What happened?
An older woman answered the door, insisted she lived there alone, and property records confirmed that the owner was a woman in her late 60s.
So, who is Cody? What was in the container?
No idea. Just this incredibly disturbing, unexplained encounter. And now, her rule. Never go to someone's house for an online purchase. Ever.
A hard lesson learned. It really shows how that digital convenience can mask some pretty serious risks.
For sure. Okay, moving from that kind of modern day unease, let's shift to something more primal maybe, that feeling of being watched.
Ah, yes, the feeling that raises the hair on your neck.
Exactly. This next story takes us to Asheville, North Carolina back in 2019. The narrator's 22, just out of college, living alone for the very first time.
Big step.
Yeah, and she loves hiking. One of her favorite spots is DuPont State Forest. Beautiful place.
I've heard of it, near Asheville.
That's the one. So it's a random Wednesday in October. She decides to go for a solo hike. Leaves are changing. It's quiet. Not many people around. She hikes to Triple Falls, where they filmed a scene in the Hunger Games.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And then heads towards High Falls. It's at Triple Falls where she sees her first.
Sees who?
A woman, just standing in the woods off the trail a bit, looking right at her.
Okay.
So the narrator does the polite thing, gives a little wave, but the woman doesn't wave back, doesn't react at all, just turns slowly and walks deeper into the woods, disappears.
A bit odd, but maybe just shy or preoccupied.
Maybe. She didn't think much of it at first. But then...
It's always the but then. That lack of acknowledgement in an isolated spot.
Yeah.
It's inherently unsettling, isn't it? Breaks that little social contract, makes you feel singled out.
Yeah, exactly. That little flicker of unease, it grew. Because later, when she gets to High Falls, she sees the same woman again, just staring at her.
Okay, now it's getting weird.
Right. This time, she doesn't wave. She pretends to fiddle with her phone, tries to ignore her, looks up after maybe 10 seconds. Woman's gone. Vanished.
Gone.
Yep. She figures the woman is maybe 55, short, grayish blonde hair. She keeps hiking, trying to shake it off, and gets to this covered bridge, another landmark there. And guess who's there?
Oh, no. Let me guess.
The same woman. Just appears, like out of nowhere, staring straight at her again.
Okay, 3 times is definitely not a coincidence.
Now she's annoyed, and honestly pretty freaked out. She starts walking towards the woman, calls out, "Excuse me!"
Confronting her. Good.
But as soon as she speaks, the woman just turns and walks away. Really fast.
Yeah.
Unnervingly fast for someone who looked maybe mid-50s.
Faster than you'd expect.
Yeah. It was so sudden and quick, the narrator even wondered for a second if maybe the woman had special needs or was lost and scared. But she didn't follow her. Something felt off.
Prudent, probably.
On the way back to her car, she's feeling super paranoid now. Sees a younger woman walking a dog, asks her, "Hey, did you happen to see an older woman pass by here?" And the woman just sort of laughed and said, "No, that's really, really strange. Didn't see anyone fitting that description." So the narrator gets back to her car, gets home, locks the doors. Still feeling watched,
Yeah, that feeling doesn't just disappear.
So fast forward to that night. Now, the narrator says she's a really heavy sleeper, like sleeps through anything, rarely wakes up.
Okay.
But that night, she wakes up. Middle of the night, she's groggy, disoriented, and she hears something at the foot of her bed.
Oh, man.
She looks up, and there's a figure, a woman, standing right there.
No! The same woman.
It looked like her. The fear was just intense, primal. She starts screaming, scrambling backwards against the headboard, trying to get away.
I would be too.
And the figure just turns, doesn't say anything, and walks out of the room. Soundlessly.
Walks out, not disappearing.
Walks out. She immediately flips on every light, grabs a knife from the kitchen, searches the entire apartment, top to bottom. Nothing. No one there. Locks bolted.
Windows checked.
Everything. Yeah. She calls her dad, wakes him up, completely freaked out. He tries to calm her down, Says there's probably a hallucination. That half awake, half asleep state.
Hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucinations, yeah. They can feel incredibly real. The brain does weird things in that state, but the feeling It's hard to dismiss when it's that vivid.
Exactly. Rationally, she heard him. But deep down, she knew what she saw felt absolutely real. It wasn't dreamlike. It was solid present.
That clash between rational explanation and subjective, terrifying experience is powerful.
And here is where this story just goes completely off the rails into something else.
Okay.
2 days later, she gets a call from her mom. Her estranged aunt, who lived in Germany, had died.
Oh, wow. Sad news. Estranged, you said.
Yeah, she'd never even met her. The aunt hadn't left Germany in like 25 years. Totally separate lives.
Okay.
So your mom eventually comes home, and she has the prayer card from the funeral or service with her aunt's picture on it. The narrator looks at the picture, and her blood runs cold. The aunt. She looks identical to the woman on the trail and identical to the figure she saw at the foot of her bed.
Wait. Identical?
Identical.
But the timing. She saw the figure before they knew the aunt had passed.
Exactly. She'd already told her dad about the hallucination before the news about her aunt even arrived.
That changes everything. That's not just a hallucination coinciding with news. That precedes the knowledge.
It completely shook her, shook the whole family. She'd never been religious, never really believed in ghosts or anything supernatural. But this, how do you explain it?
Struggle to. That moves beyond coincidence for most people into that realm of synchronicity or something else entirely. Wow.
Makes you really wonder about connection, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, one more story for today. This one shifts gears again into that thrill-seeking exploration of abandoned places.
Yeah, urban exploration always carries a certain risk.
Definitely. This comes from Brunswick, Georgia. The narrator and his friend Carlos, they were roommates, both 21, young, looking for adventure.
Been there.
And there was this old house in town, abandoned, super creepy looking, like it was from another era entirely.
The classic haunted-looking house.
Totally. So mid-October, Halloween vibes are strong. They decide, hey, let's break into that house Friday night. Should be fun.
Famous last words.
Right. So they gear up, grab baseball bats, which they apparently stuffed into backpacks. Not very intimidatingly.
Stealthy bats.
Got some fast food, some beers. Parked way down the street so no one would see their car near the house. Approached quietly in the dark, flashlights on. Lawn's totally overgrown, eerie.
Setting the scene.
They go around back, expecting to have to, pry open a window or kick in a door. But the back door is just unlocked.
Unlocked on a known abandoned house. That's weird, too. Usually they're boarded up tight or smashed in.
Exactly. No boards, no broken glass, just unlocked. So they walk right in.
Okay, curiosity wins again.
Inside, the house is actually bigger than the neighbors, but it feels really cramped, like a maze, and filled with super old, decaying furniture. Carlos decides to head upstairs. The narrator starts exploring the first floor, finds these small, cramped bedrooms. Looks like someone's already been through the drawers, stuff pulled out.
Maybe other explorers? Or squatters?
Could be. Then he finds it. A door leading down to the basement.
Ah, the basement. Never go in the basement.
He literally says, I do stupid things like I die first in a horror movie. But he opens the door and starts going down the creaky stairs anyway.
Of course he does.
About halfway down, he notices something. A faint light. Flickering down below.
Hey, definitely shouldn't go down there now. Light means someone or something is active.
Yeah, it turns off his flashlight just to be sure.
Yep.
Yep, there's definitely a light source down there. He keeps going, reaches the bottom step, and sees it. Two tall candles on a little table, casting that flickering light.
Candles. Okay. Ritual. Squatter.
But that's not what grabs his attention first. Next to the table with the candles, there's a sofa rocking chair.
Yeah.
And it's rocking. Gently. Back and forth.
Oh, come on. Rocking by itself.
Not by itself. There's someone in it. Sitting there. Facing away from the stairs. He can't see them clearly, just their shape. And one hand resting on the armrest.
Nope. Absolutely nope. Time to leave. Now. That's primal fear territory, the unknown presence, the unnatural stillness, except for that rocking.
He thinks the exact same thing. Pure terror. He needs to get out. He starts backing up the stairs, trying to be silent. But the stairs are old, creaky.
Yeah.
Each step sounds like a gunshot in the silence.
Oh, the worst sound when you're trying to be quiet.
He gets near the top, and one step lets out this especially loud CRL a day. He freezes, clenches his teeth, waits. Nothing happens. He takes the last few steps, gets to the landing.
Relief. Made it.
He turns, make it close the basement door, and that's when he sees it. The basement is now pitch black.
The candles are out?
The candles are out. Gone.
Okay, that's even worse. That implies the person knew he was there and put them out. Or something else, put them out. Shiver down the spine moment.
Big time. He quietly closes the door. Now he has to find Carlos. He tiptoes through the weird maze-like house, gets to the bottom of the main stairs going up, whispers, "Carlos." Nothing. Goes all the way up. "Carlos." Still no answer.
Carlos is exploring, maybe didn't hear him, or...
Playing a prank. That's what the narrator thinks. Maybe Carlos is trying to scare him. Fear finally overrides caution. He says louder, "If you're trying to scare me, stop joking around. There's someone in the basement. We need to get out of here."
Okay, that should get his attention.
Finally, yeah. Carlos steps out of a dark room upstairs, looking confused, then maybe realizing he's serious. Asks, "Are you serious?"
Yes, he's serious. Let's go.
Narrator's like, "I'll explain outside. I'm not kidding. Let's go."
Yeah.
Carlos gets the message. They hurry down the stairs, not trying to be quiet anymore, just heading for that back door.
Get out. Get out.
As they pass the corridor where the basement door is, they both see it at the same time.
See what?
Shit. The silhouette of a man standing there in the darkness, right in front of the basement door.
Shared sighting. Okay. Right.
That's exactly what they did. They didn't hesitate. Just bolted out the back door yelling, "Just go! Go!" Ran like crazy back to the car, probably a 30-second sprint fueled by adrenaline.
Wow. And the silhouette just standing there.
Apparently. In the car, he finally explains the candles, the rocking chair, the figure, the lights going out. Carlos is just bewildered. Their best guess, someone was definitely squatting in that basement.
Yeah.
And they were not happy about visitors.
That shared sighting is key, though. It validates the fear, makes it less likely it was just one person's imagination running wild in a creepy place. Still terrifying.
Absolutely terrifying. And, you know, these accounts, all three of them, they really just underscore how thin that line can be, right? Between the normal, everyday world and something else.
Yeah, the inexplicable. Whether it's a predatory encounter masked by online convenience, a potential premonition tied to grief, or the tangible fear of an unseen presence in a forgotten place. They all challenge our sense of security and reality.
Makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. And it raises that question, you know? What do we truly believe? What are we willing to write off as just coincidence, or our minds playing tricks? And what experiences just defy that easy explanation?
That fascination with the macabre, maybe it comes from that, those moments where reality feels breached.
Could be. Maybe the most unsettling thing isn't necessarily what's out there, but how fragile our perception of normal actually is, or how easily it can be disrupted.
Yeah. Well, maybe these stories give you something to think about. Consider your own experiences, perhaps, or just how you perceive the world around you.
Food for thought, definitely.
If you enjoyed hearing these stories, these unsettling accounts, and you want to hear more deep dives into chilling tales, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Horror Docs.
It helps us keep bringing these stories to light.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time for another deep dive.